What message do you think they were trying to send? What point do you think they were trying to make?
I think they were expressing a lot of internal fear and angst about the potential race relations in this country. I think what we're seeing is a fear about losing their power dynamic.
You guys are acting like a mob. That's what's going on. Fucking mob mentality. It's awesome because you guys are what, like 16? How old are you? In training.
Nathan Phillips, Raymond Kingfisher, some of our elders who were closing out a beautiful day of the Indigenous Peoples March. As an attorney, I felt that this qualified as a legal definition of assault. They were causing an apprehension of an objective fear of offensive contact or harm. They were very loud, very aggressive, very vocal, and they were disrupting. They were trying to drown out not only the group of African Americans.
On the back of your dollar bill, it says, "In God we trust," but you give faggots rights.
Imagine, if you will, a group of African American high school students on a field trip waiting for their bus to come pick them up and take them back to school. Now imagine a group of known Klansmen deciding to approach these African American students, getting inches from their faces, screaming obscenities at them and racial slurs, calling them names like incest black kids with smug, ugly faces. You have this in your mind? Do you feel rage yet or the need for urgent justice? Let's take this one step further. Let's imagine the mainstream media took video from this event, edit the entire scene down to a part where it looks like African American kids are being defiant and disrespectful, and they were deserving of this treatment, going as far as painting them as the bad guys, which leads to a national outcry from Hollywood, stars, public figures, politicians, and all those that call them vile, inbred swine, and that we should punch them, shame them, expel them. And that seems insane, right? But this is what happened between the Covington Catholic School kids on a field trip. They were waiting for their bus to pick them up, chanting their school song, being high school kids, and unfortunately for them, they were wearing MAGA hats. And unfortunately, they were in the same place as a known hate group, the Black Hebrew Israelites, along with paid far-left professional protesters there for the March for Life event. You see, this is the truth behind what actually happened with the Covington MAGA children. This is the full truth that CNN, BuzzFeed, and the mainstream media refused to show when they carelessly, and I would say illegally, doctored a video to paint these children as Nazi white supremacists, which has led for calls of violence, threats, expulsion from school, and even attacks on their families. Now let's not forget that this entire thing has been blown so out of proportion and so wrong because of CNN's fake news. Just like BuzzFeed and CNN and the MSN completely failing over the Mueller probe last week, now they have gone on to this. This is getting ugly, this is getting nasty for these children. They've actually had to close these kids' school down because of security concerns by a bunch of supposed peace-loving liberals. Do you not see the hypocrisy here? What needs to happen here is all of the mainstream media outlets that ran stories like this, especially this one here by the Washington Post. Supposedly, this is the words from Nathan Phillips, the Native American Vietnam actor, and he's describing a scene that never took place. Here in a second, we'll show you the rest of the actual video of what came, and none of this took place. So where is the accountability held for all of the people that perpetrated these things? For these poor children who now have to look over their shoulder, their school is closed, their lives have been ruined by the mainstream media, Hollywood, neo-leftist, liberal Looney Tunes. Where's the accountability here? It's time that we start standing up and we get justice for all of us who have had our lives destroyed by this incredibly evil regime.